Hi everyone, my name is Marilyn Andane. I'll be presenting on the topic identifying of gifted students. Please bear with me. The outline of the presentation, the definition of the word gifted student, the characteristics of being gifted, and the methods used to identify gifted students in order for the teachers or the instructors to identify them more easily. The definition and meaning of being gifted. Children who are gifted are defined as those who demonstrate an advanced ability or potential in one or more specific areas when compared to others of the same age, experience, or environment. These gifted individuals excel in the ability to think, reason, and judge, making it necessary for them to receive special educational services and support to be able to fully develop their potential and talents. Federal definition of giftedness. According to NAGC's article on definitions of giftedness, the term gifted and talented means students, children, or youth who give evidence of high achievement capability in such areas as intellectual, creative, artistic, or leadership capacity, or in specific academic fields, and who need services or activities not ordinarily provided by the school in order to fully develop those capabilities. What classifies a child as gifted? At a basic level, children are identified as gifted if they demonstrate a high degree of intellectual abilities. Typically, identification can be done through a combination of gifted tests and assessments. Because the federal government does not mandate gifted programs in schools, the criteria for giftedness depends on which state you live in, which school district you are in, and etc. In many cases, tests are used to determine whether a child is gifted or not, since performance compared to peers in an important way of gauging a child's academic abilities. This may include achievement tests such as the ACT, ACT, or the Woodcock-Johnson test of achievement. Assessments by professionals may also be used for gifted identification. They are more costly but much more comprehensive. This method involves determining the child's strengths, challenges, learning style, and educational needs. They often include intelligence, quotient IQ tests, such as the Stanford Binet or the Wechsler Intelligence Scale for children. The importance of identifying gifted students. Identifying high ability students helps teachers and schools to meet their learning needs. When students are not identified, they may find school unchallenging. This could lead to them becoming bored and or disengaged. Identifying high ability students is particularly tricky when the abilities might be hidden. For example, twice exceptional students where learning difficulties hides the student's true ability. Number two, the second example, students from cultural backgrounds where high ability may look different, and students who have already disengaged from school because of unchallenging learning experiences, and students who might be hiding the abilities to fit in with their peers. Gifted students come from all different racial, and ethnic backgrounds, as well as economic status. While no two gifted children are the same, they share common gifted characteristics and traits such as advanced thinking and comprehension above their age, best emotional intensity at a young age, heightened sense of self-awareness, highly developed curiosity, and have excellent memory. What we know. 5 key principles should be remembered when identifying gifted students. Quoted by Richard, 1991. Identification should begin as early as possible, be flexible and continuous, utilize many measures, highlight indicators and other achievements, and be appropriate to age and stage of schooling. Slater 2018 has compiled a list of measures that are used in Australian schools to identify higher ability students. These include response to classroom activities, self-nomination, peer nomination, teacher nomination, parents nomination, competition results, above level tests, standardized test of creativity, ability, standardized cognitive assessments, observations and anecdotes, checklist of traits, interviews, child or parents, and academic grades. What is the IQ of a gifted child? The majority of the population will fall within an IQ of 85 to 115. The mean or average IQ is 100. A gifted child's IQ will fall within these ranges. Midly gifted, 115 to 130. Moderately gifted, 130 to 145. Highly gifted, 145 to 160. Profoundly gifted, that's from 160 or higher. These gifted IQ ranges are based on a standard bell curve. However, different IQ tests may influence this range, as some tests ceilings cap at 145. Additionally, different gifted professionals have used other terms such as exceptionally gifted, while a universal consensus on these ranges and labels may not be reached. It is understood that students who deviate from their average IQ of 100 require special educational accommodations to meet their needs. Is giftedness a disability? Giftedness is not considered a disability, although some gifted students may also have learning disabilities such as dyslexia, ADHD, or autism disorder. These students are also known as TWACE exceptional students, also known as 2E children or students. Identification of these students often requires a professional who is able to assess and identify the 2 areas of exceptionality, which can often mask one another, making identification more difficult. Because of their unique abilities and characteristics, 2E students require a special combination of educational programs and support. Does giftedness go away? Giftedness does not go away. However, our gifted children's gifts and talents may be suppressed or go unnoticed. This may be caused by accurate identification or masking when a child hides behind certain aspects of their giftedness that may cause them not to be identified. Here are some gifted characteristics that can make identification difficult. Asynchronous development. Asynchronous development refers to uneven development. In the case of gifted children, many perform at a high level in one or more areas, but they may be functioning at much lower level socially and emotionally. Children who are gifted may act immature for their ability. Number 2, lack of study skills. Gifted children often struggle later in school because they tend to have poor study skills. They may pass through elementary and middle school without having to study much, but once they enter high school and college, gifted students may not be equipped to handle the rigors of higher level coursework. Unachievable or achievement. Gifted students may show great academic promise but still perform below what is expected based on the child's ability. There are many causes as to why gifted students may underachieve. Some of the reasons include special needs or twice, exceptionality, lack of motivation, psychological issues such as perfection and anxiety, and depression. Interventions is often needed to reverse gifted underachievement. It is important to work with the gifted child to figure out what exactly is causing underachievement. If the child is not being challenged adequately, focusing on cultivating the child's strengths and talents, counseling services can also be helpful, allowing the child to confide in someone else they can trust. Parents must also work with teachers to understand the learning styles and preferences of a gifted learner and challenge them to maximize their potential. So, how do you support gifted children? Gifted children need support for both academic and social emotional development. The traditional classroom can be a poor fit if gifted students aren't challenged appropriately. That's why it's important to look to gifted services in your local area, depending on where you live and which school district you are in. This might include ability grouping, gifted pull-out classes, or access to gifted public schools. Outside of school, gifted programs may offer gifted students the chance to further explore a unique subject of interest, or they can provide a place to form social connections with intellectually similar peers. Check out our article on gifted education for more information on education and support options available. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.